Hi, I'm Lisa Martin with Pampered Chef and welcome to my Keto Kitchen. I live in a small town in West Tennessee and today I'm going to be using a brand new product that we came out with in March and I got mine the other day. I'm so stoked about it. So come along and let me show you what I've got. Alright, this is what we call our Bubble Puff Waffle Maker. And it is awesome. It's 2 pieces and it goes right on top of the stovetop. Nothing could be easier than that. And I found a really good waffle recipe, keto, of course. Everything that I put on here is keto. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make it and then we're going to put it in the bubble maker. They are so good. I had to make one already, but not today. And so I thought, well, I've got to eat breakfast. So therefore, I like to eat brunch. I find I do better if I don't eat breakfast right away, eat brunch, and then like a real light lunch, and then either eat my supper at lunchtime or my supper at supper time, and then I eat light the other meal. But I find that I do better when I eat brunch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over here so you can see it. Okay, and I've got my bacon in my mixing bowl. So I'm so excited about that. What we need is 2 eggs at room temperature. And if you keep your eggs in the refrigerator, like you have to, they say to always put it in warm water, because if you put your eggs in warm water, then it will keep it from your dish from tasting so eggy. So I thought that was a good idea. So what I did is I put them out. You can put them in a warm pan, but you don't have to, but that just helps them get warmed up in room temperature and helps with your dish. So I've got those ready to go. And I need 4 tablespoons of melted butter. And what I did is I used our Pampered Chef sandwich maker, breakfast sandwich maker, because that way I don't have butter all over the inside of my microwave. It makes a really big mess, but I've got melted butter, so I'm just going to pour that in here. And I don't want to put the eggs in right now because they'll cook them. It'll cook them. So, but this actually comes with the bottom, and then 2 inserts, and the top. And this you can do anything. You can use this as a double boiler. It's so handy. So I've got my cups of butter. I 1/3 cup of almond milk, unsweetened. I have. This has 1 carb in it. The dietary fiber is less than 1. So for a cup, which I'm just using 1/3 of a cup, you can have this for less. So if you like milk, then this is the go-to for you. So I'm going to put in 1/3 cup. These are so handy. You can see the numbers inside of them without having to bend down or nothing. So I'm gonna have you watch me do that. Push this over to the side so that you can see me do that. I'm trying to do better at my videos. I noticed that some of the videos I was watching, I noticed you were looking at the back of me, and that's not very helpful. So I'm trying to do better with it. So I'm going to put that in. Go ahead and put that in the dish. Okay, put the lid back on this. But this is a great go-to if you like milk. This is awesome. Okay, this was a find that I got, and I just am so excited. I think it was like $13. It's 3 pounds, but it lasts so long, and it's the finely sifted. But I'm going to use up what I've got, like I always do. I'm going to use up what I've got. So I need a cup of almond flour. And some people say they don't use the almond flour, they use something else. But I find for me, this gives it some more sweetness. So why not use it? Some people are saying use protein something or other, and I'm like, the protein powder or something. I'm thinking that's just something I have to buy that I probably won't use any other time but when I make these. So I'll just use what I've already got. And of course, this is the almond flour that I've had. So I'm going to use it up before I open up the new bag. But I knew when I bought this that I was going to use it up before I bought the finely sifted. But I got it at Sam's and I was just so excited about it. Okay, here's a cup. See how easy it is with this? I just love this. 1 cup of almond flour. Put that in there. This is an easy recipe besides being so good. And it says a capful of vanilla, but I'm just going to put a tablespoon in. because you can't use too much vanilla. And that gives it sweetness. You can add to this recipe just about anything you want to. 2 tablespoons of sweetener. And I'm just going to dry this off. And you can use the sweetener of your choice. And I use, I'm going to be using this. Turn the dishwasher on. I have my erythritol is what I use, okay? I was able to get some of the powdered sugar of the monk fruit when it was on sale, so I can put that on the top of my waffle, okay? Once we get all this together, then we can turn the waffle maker on, okay? We need 2 tablespoons, so this is 1 tablespoon of erythritol. 1, 2, and they can be heaping however your sweet tooth is. When you first start, you need the extra sugar because you're giving up the other. But now I don't need things as sweet. I noticed that I don't have to have that everything so sweet. So your taste buds do change over time. But just if you use erythritol, you can use as much as you need and not have to feel guilty about it, okay? I've gotten used to buying, now I did buy this after all these months. I started last August and I'm getting used to this, and I really like it because it adds fiber to your meal. So, and it does pump it up, but you only need a small amount, 1/4 of a teaspoon. A little bit goes a long way, but it does kind of pump up your dish. Okay, so now I've got 1 teaspoon that I need to put in of baking powder. Okay, I've got all that together. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the eggs in. Because they're at room temperature. Okay, now that's 2 eggs. What I've done over here is I bought their Pampered Chef brush, and I just love it. They think of everything. I mean, this sits right on the edge so it don't fall off of your bowls. See, it's got this little thing. So what I'm going to do is come over here, and we're going to, just, you can't use, it says not to use the different sprays because it will ruin your pan. So what I'm going to do is just brush. This is melted butter is all, but you can use bacon, grease, and I'm just going to go around it real good and make sure that I get in all the puffs, and then just do the other side. Okay. It is so good. Okay, so I have some left, and you know me, I don't waste nothing. I'm going to put the heat on, and it says to preheat it. I'm just going to put the top back on. Oops. Yeah. But make sure that you've got the greased parts downside. Okay. I just love this. This was you can make all kinds of stuff with this, but I've got that turned on now. Okay, and I'm just going to show you after I get that going, but I'm going to go over here, and we're just going to take one of our scrapers, which I just love these. These are so amazing. And I'm going to break the egg yolk, and I'm just going to stir this up, okay, until it becomes a nice batter. It's so easy. I mean, you don't have to mix the dry ingredients with, it's just all in one bowl. You can if you want, but this is just an easy recipe. And I actually fed one to my mama, and she did not know the difference. She did not know that this was low carb. So I guarantee you try this on your kids or grandkids, they will be so amazed. See? People think that us keto people have to miss out on everything. Well, guess what? We don't. All right, so I'm going to wait a minute here because we've got this heating up. I'll let you see what the burner, yeah, we got that heating up. And this is all mixed up real good. See, it just comes to a soft batter. And you can actually have 2 or 3 of these, but with the toppings that I put on, I just eat one and then save the others for later. Of course, the other day I didn't have any extra. And it says to use, I'm going to put all this in here. It says to use like a 1/2 cup to make it, because this will spread out. So what we're going to do is you can use a measuring cup or whatever you want. I'm just going to use this measuring cup that I already had and scoop up. It's kind of messy. Scoop up a 1/2 cup. You can see that it's messy. That's about 1/2 cup. So just kind of do that. I have to have clean hands. I cannot stand to have stuff on my hands. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up the waffle maker like this, like so. And make sure it don't fall over on you. And what you're going to do, I think I've got my hand in the way. Okay, what you're going to do is pour this mixture in the middle. And if it's too dry, like it's kind of dry, it should be a little bit more liquidy, then you can add, just take that off. You can add to it and just kind of spread it around, okay? But you can add a little bit more liquid. It just depends on how you're making it, and everybody's, taste buds are different. I think I'm going to add for the next batch. I'm going to add a little bit more liquid to that. So I'll get some more of the almond milk. You don't have to be afraid to use the almond milk because it's very low in carbs. Okay? Now we'll put the pot back on that's already greased. And we're just going to let it sit. Okay, because the heat's already on. I'm going to add a little bit more almond milk to our mixture. Okay. Just to make it a little bit more, and just add a little bit at a time because you don't want it too liquidy. Yeah, that did it. I added that xantham gum, and I forgot you have to add a little bit more milk with you, but you want it pourable, so you want it to be enough liquid where it will pour. Maybe even add a little bit more. But what I do is I add a little bit at a time because you can always add more. You can't take away once. Okay. And one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to open it. I did that with my first one and it ended up all over because it really is cooking. Okay, see, now it's pourable. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you what I'm going to use to top it with. Okay. Okay. While that's cooking. This makes quite a few. I think it makes 3 or 4, and you can have, like I say, you can have them all. It's 1 carb, 2 carbs, but I don't eat them all because I got some strawberries yesterday, so I can cut up some of these. I'm going to add pecans. I'm going to crunch up some pecans and put them on there, and then I've got some chocolate chips. So you put that on there, and if you have not tried this, this is awesome. You will love it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over just like that, just like so. Okay, but this is I got it when it was on sale. They have if you're not a part of their website, lacanto.com, they have sales on this. This has, let's see, 9 carbs, but 3 of them are fiber. And then it has erythritol that is 5. So 8 out of the 9 for 2 tablespoons. It's 1 carb. This goes a long, long ways. So if you can catch their sales, this is awesome. There's absolutely hardly anything in them. But, I'm supposed to add a pinch of salt, but I forgot. So I'll add it for the next batch. But this is just so, so flavorful. And of course, we're going to need a plate, so I'm going to get my plate down because when it gets done, it is done. Okay? And of course, the next ones won't take as long for you because you've already got the pan heated up and everything. So, anyways, it's really good. And what you want, they said to make sure that you match the stovetop eye with it, so that you'll use the right size. Okay. What I'm going to do is just shift it over here for like a minute, and that way it keeps cooking. It'll keep cooking for like a minute. But I'll tell you, you will not want, it will really take your taste. And I'll have the recipe below. Please give me a thumbs up, like and share my videos, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, let me show you what it looks like. It's very hot, so I'll make sure. Look at that. Is that not the best? It's very hot, so I'm going to try to get it to go down in the pan. But I just love this. There's a spoon that comes with it, or fork, but it is so, so good. And there you go. We've got us a waffle. Thank you. Give me a thumbs up. Don't forget questions down below, and I'll see you here on the next video. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.